Good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. They loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Haskins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They go play action with Haskins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. They go play action now. Haskins. Harris has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dwayne Haskins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're looking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them up.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Haskins. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Haskins to throw it. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there. And now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
That's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Mike.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be... Turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and inches, Haskins. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Haskins will throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500,
here we go.
Then you're playing catch up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
11.
On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow, throw left side complete to Chase. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Chris Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Johnson on the return.
Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead. Something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Mike 57. Bring it.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
first down carry for Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I'm 1, ready?
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Stop!
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Stop!
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Touchdown! Najee Harris. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go, it's been a tight game. You figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go,
So
here we go.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cut.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Sponge. No. Check 50.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Don.
Burrow looking to pass. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
Here we go.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
What is that? Don.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Wide. Get wide. Watch out. Whip. Watch the whip.
Don.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Johnson. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Play action. Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kicks away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
41 Mike.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40. The 20.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
11.
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that.
Ready?
Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go. Right 80. 12. 11 MT.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Tough when they're first drive of the 3rd quarter. And now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole. This into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead. And boy, it paid off.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay gain.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over the side?
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now they can't bring him down. And he's taken down inside the 30. first and 10. It's Haskins looking for the end zone. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception,
11.
just any interception, are you a little bit
12,
more cautious
12.
when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any weight.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Devin Bush
Gun.
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Stop.
Throw left side complete. That's Bourne.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Stop.
Now Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Get set. 180.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Big 13.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half.
Stop.
Here's first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Stop.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Haskins. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. He will find his man Chase complete.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, he'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Not today, you aren't. Not today. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5.
Here we go.
On the 6-yard line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this mark. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand scene. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Haskins to throw. Flush to his right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring
Throwing
it.
now is Haskins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here we go with Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. That is caught at the 7. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Well, they probably don't need to run here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
That's caught. And he will not make it into the end zone, but a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Haskins now, they're going to try to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up there.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes them...